Today is the best players in college football history versus the best players in NFL history. The Washington Commanders represent the CFB Legends, featuring the best players in college football history at each position. The New England Patriots represent the NFL Legends, featuring a mix of the best past and present NFL stars. Once we put together both teams, they will compete in a collection of challenges in minigames, practice mode, franchise mode, and a potential head-to-head matchup to decide the winner. Leading the charge for the CFB Legends is Tim Tebow, who is arguably the greatest college athlete ever. He earned a place in the College Football Hall of Fame after winning 2 national championships and the Heisman back in 2007. And there's a twist. I've decided to give the CFB Legends their ratings from when they played in college. Backing him up has to be Joe Burrow. He won a national championship and set the NCAA single-season record with 60 touchdown passes. At running back, we have Reggie Bush. The USC legend was one of the most electrifying running backs in college football history. Joining him in the backfield is Herschel Walker, Ashton Genty, and Mike Allstott at fullback. As for the best wide receivers in college football history, Devonta Smith leads the way. In his 3 seasons at Alabama, he had just under 4,000 receiving yards, 46 touchdowns, a Heisman Trophy, and a national championship. Joining him at receiver is Desmond Howard, Jamar Chase, Michael Crabtree, and Tavon Austin. The tight end position will include Brock Bowers from Georgia and Kyle Pitts from Florida. And to close up the offense for the team of CFB Legends, Jake Long, Barrett Jones, Dave Rimington, John Hanna, and Orlando Pace will be protecting Tim Tebow under center. Leading the way on defense is Charles Woodson. He was the first ever defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy. Joining him at cornerback is Travis Hunter, the latest Heisman winner, Jalen Ramsey, Patrick Pearson, and slot corner Tyrann Mathieu. And as punishment from a past video, I went ahead and bought this Travis Hunter jersey that I'll wear for the rest of this video. Let me know if you think I should give away this jersey to somebody in the comments. As for the best safeties in CFB history, Eric Berry and Sean Taylor will lock it down. Moving on to the best linebackers, we have Luke Kuechly from Boston College leading the way. Joining him at linebacker is Notre Dame's Manti Te'o, Penn State's LeVar Arrington, and Arizona State's Terrell Suggs. And finally, the defensive line is anchored by Jadeveon Clowney, who was drafted number 1 by the Texans. Joining him at defensive end is Ohio State's Chase Young, North Carolina's Julius Peppers, and Alabama's Will Anderson. As for the best defensive tackles in college football history, Ndamukong Suh was an absolute menace at Nebraska, and backing him up is Jonathan Allen. The team of the best current and former NFL legends are led by Tom Brady. He is arguably the greatest QB of all time, winning 7 Super Bowls and 3 MVP awards. To back him up, I'm adding Patrick Mahomes with his 3 Super Bowls. Moving on to running back, Barry Sanders is the first to come to mind. Joining Barry in the backfield is Walter Payton, Derrick Henry, and Jim Brown at fullback. As for the greatest wide receivers of all time, Jerry Rice is number 1. He has receiving records that will never be broken. And joining him are Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Justin Jefferson, and Tyreek Hill. I had to give an honorable mention to Terrell Owens, Larry Fitzgerald, and Mike Evans. The tight end position will include both Rob Gronkowski and Travis Kelce. Both these guys have multiple Super Bowls under their belts and will go down as 2 of the best tight ends of all time. Closing out the offense for the team of NFL legends, Anthony Munoz, Larry Allen, Jason Kelce, Zach Martin, and Jonathan Ogden will be protecting Tom Brady. And then on defense, Lawrence Taylor is by far the greatest defensive player of all time. Joining him at linebacker is Ray Lewis, Fred Warner, Derek Brooks, and TJ Watt. As for the best defensive ends in NFL history, I had to start with Reggie White. He was absolutely unguardable during his NFL career, and joining him will be Aaron Donald, Don Randall, Bruce Smith, and Myles Garrett. As for the secondary, Deion Primetime Sanders will be CB1. Darrelle Revis, Champ Bailey, and current superstar Patrick Surtain will join Deion at cornerback. And finally, at the safety position, I had to include Ed Reed and Troy Polamalu as former NFL greats, with Harrison Smith and Derwin James as current-day superstars. Even though the team of the NFL legends would probably dominate these college legends in real life, considering that their college ratings might be a different story. So let me know who you got winning this competition. Let's start with a passing skeleton minigame as the first challenge, and whichever team finishes with the most points will win this challenge. Tim Tebow and the team of CFB Legends are up first, and he starts off with a quick pass across the middle to Devonta Smith, who manages to pick up a solid gain. On the very next play, Tebow finds a wide open Herschel Walker, but he's tackled just short of the end zone. It didn't matter much as he goes right back to Walker for a touchdown. Tebow and the CFB Legends are perfect so far, and as he tried to connect with Devonta Smith once again, he just barely overthrew the pass, resetting the multiplier. Tebow locked right back in with completion after completion, and with just under 20 seconds to go, he manages to find Michael Crabtree on a corner route for another touchdown. On the final play, Tebow tries to throw a quick pass to Walker, but he sails it over his head, and the team of CFB Legends finished with 10,590 points. Tom Brady and the team of NFL Legends are up next, and he starts it off with a quick slant route to Jerry Rice. He then went right back to Jerry on a corner route for a quick touchdown. After that touchdown pass, Brady tried finding Randy Moss, but Charles Woodson undercut the route for the interception. After that, Tom Brady started finding his rhythm once again, with a few short completions and even one for a touchdown. With about 28 seconds to go, he stayed calm in the pocket and threw a dart to Jerry Rice. He immediately went back to Rice for a quick touchdown, getting the multiplier up to 7. After a great completion by Calvin Johnson, Brady threw it underneath to Walter Payton, who then took it the rest of the way, juking out one defender for the touchdown, and their score is up to 9,600 points. With 8 seconds left, Brady throws a scary pass, but Moss is able to dive for the catch, and on the very next play, Brady once again finds Calvin Johnson for a touchdown. The team of NFL Legends managed to finish with 16,395 points, which was good enough to win the first challenge of this competition. The next challenge is the punt return. Each team will have 5 returns to pick up the most yards possible. The team of NFL Legends will start first for this one, and Deion Sanders receives the ball, goes straight up the middle, making one man miss and picking up 10 yards. On his next attempt, he is pretty much stopped immediately, only gaining 7 yards. Attempt 3 for Deion Sanders, he receives the ball, runs up the middle, breaking off one tackle, and managed to get 10 yards for a total of 27 yards so far. Tyreek Hill will take the last 2 attempts, but the team of CFB Legends were right there to stop him, only picking up 8, down to their last attempt. Tyreek receives the ball, tries to make one man miss, but can't get away, picking up 9 yards for a grand total of 44 yards. Avon Austin is up first for the CFB Legends, and on his first attempt, he has some open field in front of him, but is hit hard after picking up 10 yards. Not a bad start, and on his next attempt, he has some really good blocking, and he's still going, picking up about 15 yards on that one. On his third attempt, the blocking breaks down, and he only picks up 6 for a total of 31 yards. Desmond Howard is up next, and after receiving the ball, he follows his blocking up the middle before heading to the right side of the field where he is tackled, but not after picking up 20 yards. As long as he doesn't go backwards on this last attempt, the CFB Legends should win this punt return challenge, and this time, he manages around 14 yards for a grand total of 65 yards. The team of College Football Legends go on to easily win this challenge, and the competition is tied at 1. Next up is a goal line phase challenge, where 3 receivers on both teams go one-on-one with the opposing team's best corner. Tim Tebow and Devonta Smith are up first, and on attempt 1, Smith is able to beat Deion off the line and make a jumping catch for a touchdown. On attempt 2, Deion sticks with Devonta Smith and knocks the ball out of the air. Desmond Howard is the next receiver up, and Tebow throws one to the back of the end zone, but Deion somehow gets a hand up just in time to knock the ball away. Attempt 4, Deion is all over Howard, but somehow he makes the catch for the touchdown. Jamar Chase is the last receiver up for the team of CFB Legends, and on attempt 5, Chase gets a step on Deion, and Tebow throws a perfect pass for the touchdown. One last attempt. Chase uses his speed and makes a great catch for another touchdown. And the team of College Football Legends finished with 4 touchdowns on 6 attempts. Next up is the team of NFL Legends, and on attempt 1, Jerry Rice could not get enough distance and Charles Woodson was able to swat the ball down. On his second attempt, Rice has a step on Woodson and makes a jumping catch, keeping both feet in bounds. Randy Moss is up next, and he goes up for the catch, but Woodson knocks it out just in time. This isn't looking good for the NFL Legends. On attempt 4, Moss does get a step on Woodson and this time hangs on to the catch. Justin Jefferson needs both these touchdowns to send this to a tiebreaker, and he makes the catch for the 3rd touchdown. Last attempt. He beats Woodson off the line, but Brady overthrows the pass, and they finish with just 3 touchdowns. The team of College Football Legends hang on to win this challenge and take a 2-1 lead. Next up, we have the Franchise Challenge. Whichever team makes it the furthest in the season will win this challenge. And after simming the entire regular season, both the NFL Legends and the CFB Legends finished with a perfect 17-0 record, which means they both have a first round bye. Simming right to the Super Bowl to see if either team are still in, and it looks like they both are. Simming the Super Bowl matchup to see which team will win the Franchise Challenge, and it's the team of NFL Legends, winning by a score of 31-0 and winning the Franchise Challenge to tie this competition up at 2. The Tiebreaker Challenge is a head-to-head matchup played on a neutral site, and whichever team wins will be crowned the winner of this competition. The game kicked off with Tim Tebow using his legs to pick up a first down. After a big pickup by Reggie Bush, Fred Warner came screaming in and sacked Tim Tebow for a big loss. Luckily for the CFB Legends, Aiden Gonzalez was able to kick 3 from 50 yards out. Tom Brady immediately got to work, throwing a great ball to Randy Moss, who was then able to take it 43 yards. Tom Brady went right back to him in the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Tim Tebow then threw an interception to Ray Lewis, and Tom Brady continued right where he left off, this time throwing a deep shot to Travis Kelce, who breaks off one tackle and scores another touchdown, giving the NFL Legends a 14-3 lead. Just as the first quarter was coming to an end, Tebow found Brock Bowers in the end zone to cut the lead to 4. I went ahead and simmed the entire second quarter, where the team of CFB Legends managed to kick 2 field goals, and now they lead by 2 points. Brady continued to play it safe, checking it down to Travis Kelce a couple more times, and on second down, Moss is left completely uncovered, and Brady easily finds him for a touchdown. Tom Brady continued to do Tom Brady things, picking up first down after first down, and in the red zone, he is patient in the pocket, finding Barry Sanders for the touchdown. Unfortunately for the CFB Legends, they just couldn't get any offense going until late in the game, but it was much too late, and the team of NFL Legends go on to win the head-to-head matchup, and more importantly, win this entire competition. I can't say that I'm surprised by the outcome, but if you enjoyed this video, you should definitely check one of these 2 videos out. I think you'll really enjoy them.